Hello, happy Friday. Just want to see if this is working. I don't know, my YouTube was giving me a weird. It looks like it's going. Hey, Clara. Oh, long time no see. I missed you guys. It's been a very busy 3 weeks, so more like a month. So anyway, today I'm preparing for a future art class. So we'll be painting this lily. Oh, hang on, just a sec. I also had a thingy to show my face. There we go. Whoa. How are you doing, Clara? Yeah, it went really well actually. I posted pictures on Facebook. I still have to post some pictures on Instagram, but it went really well. I should have posted in Discord. So, hey Jamie. Hi, so nice to see you here. So today I'll be using the Golden Open Titanium White and the Golden Open Alizarin Crimson. I'm also using the Liquitex Cadmium Orange Hue, just because I don't have a Golden Open. I really like the Golden Open because it dries really slowly and it allows for blending. So as you can see, I already kind of started a little bit this morning. I just wanted to have it sketched in. And then I realized that I'll be using a white canvas for the painting at the class, and I wanted to give it a white background just for the lily, because the background will be black, so I didn't bother about changing it. This is a pre-gessoed canvas, so I'm just using this one, but I do want the background to be white for the lily, because then the colors will shine a lot more than if it's black. So that's the only reason. I would have used the gesso, but I don't know where my good one is. So I'm using some Amsterdam paint. This isn't like my go-to paint, but I just have it around. It's just a white paint, kind of transparent, not very good. I should have used Liquitex. I don't even know where it is. I don't know. Let me just fix the lens here. All right. Yeah, the mural. Been thinking of me. Oh, that's so cool. I know. That's why I like big paintings too. They just evoke a sense of grandeur, you know, because they're so big. They're arresting. Something about the size makes it so cool. From a person who is just 5 Subway sandwiches long, I like big things. I like big things. Yeah, they do. Especially when it's one of those immersive, 3-dimensional, which is what my style is when I paint murals. I like to give them depth. So they kind of make you feel like you're part of you're sitting right there. So that's my... Let me know if the music is too loud. It's getting a bit loud in my ears. Can barely hear myself actually. So I'm just giving this some brilliance for the background. That's the only reason. If I had a white canvas, I wouldn't have done this. How have you been doing, Clara? What have you been working on? I'm so sorry I haven't been on Instagram so often, or even in Discord. I also got a new phone, so all my settings are different. I'm not getting notifications about stuff, and I keep missing Lewis's streams since I've been home. kind of wanted to be there. Totally getting the FOMO, you know. You guys keep saying, oh, they were awesome, and I'm sure they were. But that painting he did, the last, his last painting of Kurt Russell, that one was so cool. I mean, I know Lewis has got the skill. I'm just impressed at how well it came out in digital form, like the digital. I still can't do that in digital. Yeah, sometimes when it's too busy, just for me, I just don't have the energy, honestly, and I'd rather not feel pressure that I have to do art every day. It's like a burden. Sometimes I like the break. So, alright, this should be okay for now. How about you, Jamie? How's your family? Alright, so let me turn my music a bit down because it's so loud in my ears. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Okay. Gotta mix a little bit of paint. Alright, so I definitely, that alizarin crimson will go really nicely on the edges and where it's the darkest. So nice. I had a few choices for the ladies to choose from, a few options of flowers. Hope you can see. Can you see? Yeah, you can see a little bit. Oh, the paints being mixed here. I don't know how this cadmium orange will mix with the alizarin. Maybe I should have used like a cadmium red to make it more brilliant, but I want to keep it, the palette, I want to keep it limited. And also, if I add this alizarin, it's gonna give my Liquitex paint the same kind of properties, slow drying properties. So if you mix any kind of acrylic paint with the Golden Open, the slow drying acrylics, they're gonna become a little slower drying too. Okay. And let me make one that is a little bit more red. So I have an orange, and then I'm making a darker orange actually. We'll see how that works. And then I have my alizarin. So I'm kind of trying to follow the same value rules, you know, like I just finished the acrylic painting course with the values. Oh my gosh, that came out, that was awesome. Everybody did amazing paintings, and I'm very happy. They're very happy with what I did. So let me catch up. You have insomnia. Oh my gosh, that does not sound fun. Why aren't you sleeping well, Jamie? Are things keeping you up, or just you wake up and you can't sleep? Actually, I've been kind of doing that too. I think it's the heat over here, and we don't really have a full house AC, so it's a little difficult to sleep in the heat. So I'm starting, like I did for my acrylic painting course, I'm starting with the dark first. So I'm putting the alizarin crimson will be the darkest value. So I'm just putting that in, and it's also going to kind of outline the shapes as well. Oh, that's not cool. Do you take anything like melatonin maybe? The doctor prescribed us melatonin when we all had the virus, but we didn't like it. But magnesium is really good for sleep, to help you sleep. Kill, stop. Oh, my dog is so mighty. If not, you know, the green herb is very helpful. Melatonin works well for you. We all had like weird side effects from melatonin. First of all, it didn't help us sleep at all. But I don't know. Neither of us enjoyed it. It had like the opposite effect. But you know, everybody's different. For me, the herb works very well. I think it's the heat. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. But the bullet shots. Do you know what caused them? Alrighty. Takes you a while to fall asleep. I'm usually so wasted at the end of the day. Unfortunately, I don't have any advice. I fall asleep at the computer. I'm like wasted. Okay, let me I'll put in the darker orange now. Do you have a million thoughts running through your head? No, not really. I hit the pillow and I'm like, welcome to the best part of your day. And when I wake up, I'm like, not another day of awakeness. I messed up my schedule of staying up on late. Hey, Shannon! You shut off everything an hour before bed. Yeah, that's really helpful too. I've been having my daughter stop, not use her devices after dinner, but lately it's a little difficult because it's the vacation. And she's been going to her camp, so she doesn't have any devices all day. Then she comes home and she's like doing so many things on her iPad. Some of the things are good things though. She plays the ukulele, which I'm really happy that she started doing that. And then but yeah, once she's done today, it's her last day. Oh, and by the way, today I need to leave at 12:30. Sorry. But I'll have to figure out a way to keep streaming even when I have projects going, because I really miss you guys. I miss the experience. It's very nice. Maybe on the weekend or something. That's scary, Jamie. Watch some ASMR art. And you need a TV to sleep? Yeah, that's my husband too. He goes in the bedroom and even though he's wasted, if it's quiet, he can't fall asleep. So he puts something on, and then sometimes he doesn't even pick anything, and he's asleep. And I'm like there. there, and the light really bothers me. So even the tiniest bit of light kind of annoys me. So I need complete darkness to sleep. And just got a TV, and it had one of those LED lights that stays on. So I said to my husband, you know, I can't sleep with that on. So I figured out a way to turn it off. But I could go to the bedroom, turn off the lights, and just, I don't mind laying there with my thoughts, honestly. I'd rather do that than numb myself to sleep. I know a lot of people need that to shut off the thoughts, but I'm already used to my nasty thoughts. I'm like, oh, hello darkness, my old friend. Start thinking, what do you think about, Clara? What do you think about? And by the way, Jamie, I should make some ASMR art. That's not hard to do, and I really should make some, because I enjoy doing that. You know, the thing is, I've done it just a couple of times, and the videos were like just tanked. Didn't do anything, so that kind of demotivated me. But if I know that there's somebody who really benefits from it, I'll definitely do that. I'll do that again, because I do like it. Besides, it'll give me the reason to get myself a new camera and be more consistent with my videos. You need to find the perfect TV show. You know, we usually put on not an endorsement or merely a suggestion. We put on Rick and Morty. I know it's kind of dumb, and we put that on. We've watched every episode so many times. It's not healthy, so I'm not promoting it. But that's what we do. It's entertaining but boring enough that it puts us to sleep. You know what we've been watching? Sleeping in... Yeah, I love the dark. You know, kids, man. Sometimes you just gotta grow up. What the hell? My daughter's the same. She needs the light, and then she complains that she keeps waking up. I'm like, because of the light. The what's it called? Night light. Thoughts aren't terrible. Anxiety. Well, I mean, that can be helpful, you know. So I see any anxious thoughts as like a helpful reminder of what you need to do. And once you figure that out, then, you know, once you think the thoughts and you have them all in order, then you can put them aside, because everything is all right, you know. So maybe you need to make lists of the things that you need to do, and once you write them down, then you'll be okay, because then you'll just know what you need to do. I think that's my advice, you know, because I'm anxious too, and I think a lot. Actually, I just started listening to the book Dostoevsky. It's been a long time since I've read Dostoevsky. I think I was either in high school or in college when I read The Brothers Karamazov. But now somebody suggested Notes from Underground, so I started listening to it. It's about a man who's overly conscious of himself and overly conscious of everything. So he talked through these tormented thoughts that he's... Oh, I love it. I love it so much, because I'm like, that's me. You're literally not... You don't... Clara, you need to chill out. I mean, look at you. You're old enough to know that, and you've lived enough to know that every single thing you feared for the entirety of your life, you know, you've gotten through. And you've literally, I know you have, worried about every single thing and every single hardship and every test and thing that has come your way, you worried about it like it was the biggest thing, and then you got through with it, and look at you. So you just gotta relax and know that it's never gonna end, and just gotta be okay with the uncomfortable feelings. Look at me being the therapist. No, that's what helps me, sometimes, and I tell my husband too, this is a wonderful metaphor, because he just started working out. I'm very happy for him. He actually joined the gym. I'm so proud of him. It was his idea too. I didn't say anything. He just on his own, he's like, nothing works for me, and I gotta lose this weight, and I gotta get the guns that my wife has, because otherwise she's gonna beat me. I think that was his reason. He's afraid of me, and it's like I gotta put some muscle on. So he said I joined the gym, and there's a personal instructor there, and he's been doing it for 2 weeks. He's in tremendous pain, because you know how it is when you join the gym and you start working out. It hurts a lot, like your muscles, and you're exhausted. So, oh, this is very yellow. So he's like, oh, everything hurts. Oh, and I'm like, dude, it's always gonna hurt, and you just gotta start to love the pain. You gotta know that the pain is there to let you know that you did an awesome job. That's why the pain is there. It's not hurtful. The pain is there to tell you that you've gone beyond your means, and now you have this reward. You gotta see the pain as a reward, not as a punishment. And I think it's a huge mind shift when you turn all the hardships in your life into something that will make you better and stronger, and to know that you're badass enough to go through everything. So I think, that's my advice. You feel I should do better, right? Well, it's always good to be conscious of what you can improve, sure. Art therapy time with Laura. Yeah. Yeah, life's a bitch. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you guys about before I started going on this rant about the guy, the underground. But Sam found these really fun videos of, there's these little brown people that make these temporary, and not only temporary, kind of living spaces, and they just go, for example, this guy went to the rainforest. Well, I think he lives in the rainforest, but he just went there. It shows how he went to a spot, he assessed it, and then he went and found some he found some raw materials. So he started by getting some clay. He made a little oven sort of thing, and then, so basically, it's a long story, but it was so satisfying to watch. Guys, he made his own knife out of clay. He burned the clay, he made metal, then he made himself another sort of what's it called, where you, a very, very high heat oven, basically. It starts with a K. So he poured his own, what, show alone? No. Kiln, that's it. He made his own kiln, and he poured the metal into this model that he made. He made himself a knife, then he made him just mind-blowing a little axe. He made himself a pick. and then he made himself a whole hutch, like a whole housing, and it wasn't a temporary one. It was right above the water. Just amazing to see, and it's very satisfying to watch. So that's what we've been watching lately. What's the show Alone with about? Exercising, yeah. Where is it? Where can one watch it? Where can I find it? I haven't seen the Everything Everywhere All at Once, but it's really funny because we've had some friends over this past weekend, and he also recommended the movie. And what's really funny is that the day that you recommended it, Clara, is like, I think Netflix or something just read my brain waves, and it showed it as popular or recommended on Netflix. But I haven't seen it yet because I had to buy it and I didn't feel like buying it right then. Okay, it's on Netflix. 15 survivalists go into a remote location. Ah, cool. Oh, I hope it's not one of those, very commercial. Some will find nails and make their own knives out of it. Cool. But I just thought this guy was just brilliant with how he went into the forest by himself with absolutely nothing but the pants he was wearing, like these capri pants, Bermuda pants, or whatever. And he made himself some sandals out of wicker, and then he made himself a kiln, and then he made himself another little oven where he made charcoal for the kiln, and then he poured himself the knife and the axe and the pick, and then he was able to notch all the wood into place because they were all made of, straight wood. Just brilliant. And it shows how he finds food and eats. It's kind of disgusting because some of them are grubs or something, and just ugh. She also finds sardines, and they look kind of delicious. Area with grizzly bears. Yeah, I like that stuff. I wish I was a little more survival wise, but I don't know, just this busy life kind of takes it out of you sometimes. That is no excuse, there's no excuse. Not a silly show. Yeah, right? Although, they didn't really show any wild animals or anything, but I'm sure they're wild animals and all sorts of predatory animals in there in the rainforest, but they didn't show any. What's interesting is that as soon as I saw the place, I'm like, Sam, this is a rainforest. And Sam's like, nah, it's not a rainforest. And then we saw the title. It said rainforest building a place in the rainforest. I'm like, I told you, man, I've seen enough rainforest photos by now to know what a rainforest looks like. Jeez. Yeah, sadly. It is one of my dreams to actually go to the rainforest in my life. I would really like to go there and have ayahuasca with a real shaman. It's on my bucket list, if anybody's, counting. I don't know if you guys have any bucket lists, but it's as terrifying as desirable. It's one of those things that I really want to do, but I'm also terrified of doing at the same time. So I don't know if you guys have any of those. Like jumping with a parachute. Basically any adventure seeking activity. Anything that would put my life in danger, I am totally for. That about watching TV shows? Yeah. I don't watch... Really? Clara, why? That's just... Why? Do you want to be in the cage, or do you want the great white to be in the cage? Because... Or if the great white is actually dead or heavily sedated... Why? You'd be in the cage? Wow. I mean, I think you've got me. I think you've beat me at the daring. You love sharks. Well, I never knew that about you, Clara. The more you know about a person. Very interesting. I mean, compared to my bucket list, yours is way more intense, I would say. The only way you can see them is in the wild, right? You know, I haven't given sharks enough thought to make my opinion. I really don't care so much about sharks. But I can definitely understand the attraction. I totally understand that. It is something daring, you know, to be in the presence of something so deadly and so mighty that it might end your life at any moment and survive. So I can definitely see the attraction in that. And I'm just building up the color because I'm still seeing a lot of transparency here. I think that will not be the case so much on a white canvas, but I think I chose the pre-gessoed one because I have limited number of canvases, white ones. I still think I need to buy some more, actually, because I'll be having 10 people, so it's gonna be fun. 10 people. It's funny how I never thought that I would be a teacher, or... Well, I always kind of held that feeling in my bones that I'm gonna be something big one day. I just never knew what. But I never thought myself of a teacher or of any sort of, you know, that kind of position. But life just shows you. They're warm-blooded. He has a huge stuffed shark. They have a huge range they can travel and able to go in cooler waters. Yes, orcas also. I mean, anything that they made a movie after. There's a reason why people are so mesmerized by these creatures. I am enjoying how the color is starting to build up though. Interestingly, the colors don't blend as much as I thought they would. I think this cadmium is very strong. They're the largest dolphin. Huh. I watch a lot of Blue Planet, shark and whale videos before bed. also really like documentaries and stuff about life, wildlife. I like that sort of stuff. I don't know, I think I would like the David Attenborough shows a little better than these new National Geographic ones, because these Nat Geo are just so dramatic, you know, they're so theatrical that I'm like, ugh, please. Can you keep the human drama out of these animals' lives? I just want to know the facts and see the beautiful creatures in, you know, in action, in their life. I don't need a human to make me feel things about them. It's the perfect thing to watch. Yeah. One that I've watched recently, who was it narrated by? An actor. I don't remember who. Might have been Will Smith before his fall. I think it was called Blue Planet or something. I don't really remember what it was called, but I really enjoyed that one because it had some new stuff in it. No one can replace David Attenborough, that's for sure. The Frank. I've watched some of his things, yeah. I should watch some more. I think he's got an amazing channel. Sometimes I don't watch channels because they make me feel bad about my own channel. So I'm totally missing out on a lot of good stuff. Even not learning because of my ego. And that's what I live with. I know it's my own damn fault. Oh yeah, good movie. Have you guys watched? I probably recommended this one before, but Land of the Lost. Funny video animals, yeah. You recommended him before. Can you see the difference between one coat of paint and two coats of paint? A stark difference. I really enjoy the second coat because it really brings out the brilliance a lot more. But yeah, they have so many ASMR. Oh, one night. Although if you like watching these things, I think it's difficult to fall asleep because you're so entranced by what you see that you just want to keep watching and watching and watching. One night Sam put on this street food. Man, if you just watch street food videos, they're like the most satisfying thing to watch. So satisfying. It depends on which ones, but some of them are so good. And so we went to bed at like 9, just after 9 o'clock, and he put this on and he was asleep within minutes, and I was up at 11 o'clock watching these street food videos. I just could not stop. It was so addicting. Tirzu. I've never heard of him or her. Yeah, like Korean street food. Oh my god. Or not necessarily. I don't know if it was Korean, but it was definitely Asian. So good. Just watching the people cut and stuff and fry and slice and bag, and just the rapidity with which they did everything. It was so entrancing. Of course, I don't know if I would actually eat any of that food. I just like it being prepared. It seemed extremely unhealthy. I don't know if I would even eat, the cut fruit, considering that I have I'm a bit of a germaphobe, and I have this aversion to other people's cooking and hands. But it certainly looked very satisfying. Tirzu is awesome. Oh, cool. Right, Clara? Shows that it's interesting enough to watch, but not too interesting that you stay up. Yeah, that's why I stopped watching those. Too addicting. I know myself. Sometimes we would just put on some audiobook or a podcast. We've been listening to Welcome to Night Vale. I think I'm sure I've mentioned Welcome to Night Vale before. It's really funny and really makes you think about, I don't know, it just says everything with such a different, like a surreal way, and it makes you think about everything. We like the people. It's very entertaining and funny. It's made for funny. The only problem that I have with Welcome to Night Vale is that it's a podcast on Spotify, and they've got so many damn ads. Like, not even funny. I hate the ads so much. Even though I know that it helps them, I still freaking hate the ads. Because there's a lot. It's not just like an ad at the beginning. There's like 3 or 4 minutes of ads in the beginning, and then there's 3 or 4 minutes of ads in the end too. And I know, the ads help the creators, and they help them make the free content, which, if you have Spotify, it's not really free because you pay for subscription. But anyway, it helps them. But God, so many ads. But if you like the people well enough, you'll learn to fast forward through the ads. I skip through them. Still a pain. Yeah. I'll have to check out Tirzu. And figure out how to make my own channel work. I've been really slacking. I feel kind of bad about it. But, can't do everything. One thing I will say is that, man, I have so much respect for the full-time people with full-time jobs, and who still have a YouTube channel. It proved impossible for me for the past 3 weeks. I just could not. And also, I've seen something very interesting happen with shorts on YouTube. Lewis isn't here. Yeah, it really does. At the end of, because I always hope, early morning me, early afternoon me, even late afternoon me is like, oh well, after dinner, after everybody's gone to, after Amethyst went to bed, then I'll edit, I'll work a little bit on the computer. And after dinner, after I put my daughter to bed, I'm like, I just want to go to bed. I don't have the energy for this. Yeah, I'm wasted. So I don't know how other people with full jobs do it. It's very challenging for me. energy. Yeah. You know what I found, that you do a painting or you do some sort of project, and if you don't post it right away, if you don't process it and just post it right away, a little time will pass, and then you look at it and you're like, it feels old. To me, I'm like, I don't know. I still post some of the older stuff that after a while passes, I'm like, yeah. But if you're happy with it, you know, you might want to post it if you have the energy to. Okay, orange and white, orange and white. What painting did you do, Clara? Oh, your favorite brunch spot. I saw that. I saw it on Instagram. It's very pretty. I really love the way you do architecture and outdoors. You're doing a really good job with that. Love your sense of perspective and shapes and the cleanliness of your strokes and everything. It's very nice. I mean, it's very disciplined. It just shows a very disciplined mind and patient too. Not a portrait tracker. I mean, you do other things than portraits. You don't have to put yourself in that box. You also do fashion drawings and places. So you don't have to put yourself in the portrait in a box, you know. This is a nice song. Should be using a smaller brush. Yeah, perspective. Yeah, but came out nice. I think you did a great job. Using gouache helps a lot with working on landscapes. Oh, really? You can clean things up? How do you do that? Just trying to see this. Alright, let's... What I'm gonna do right now, it actually doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. What was I gonna do? Yes, I was gonna grab a little bit of yellow and just a touch of black. A little bit of black. Should have used less black. Just want it to be very, very, very subtle. But there is some shadow in the yellow part here that I wanna put in there, because otherwise it's not gonna have that. That's even brighter. I should use the orange yellow. Alright, let's see how that is. So I'm just putting some orange, some yellow, and a touch of black. Let's see here. It is still, let's add a touch more black. There we go. Sometimes I'm worried about messing it up by putting too much color, but I know I need to create a contrast in order to create the feeling and the depth that I want to achieve. Oh, I see. And now I see how these leaves go. At first I wasn't sure because it's really weird to see, but now I see how they're layered. Gouache. Jamie's jaguar piece looks really tedious. I haven't seen that. Yes, it's very opaque. You can rework it by adding water and dabbing it. Right, I remember now. Yes, yes. I really liked gouache when I used it. I got it in palette-full packs, I think, once. I really, really liked it. Oh, the colors were so bright and brilliant and beautiful. It was very satisfying to work with. Alright, now I'm just... I feel like I made the yellow part a bit too small. I'm just putting a little more of this yellow. The only paint they tend to dry. Really? Huh. I don't know if I saw that when I worked with it. The only paint that I found is that they dried very, very fast. They dried so fast. It was almost impossible to blend fast enough. Ended up taking the kids out to lunch yesterday, picking some stuff up on the weekend for the weekend. Cool. That's fun. I gotta pick up my daughter today from, well, pick her up, but also so she's been doing this camp. This is her third year of going in person, but I think her fifth year overall, because they did two virtual sessions over COVID and last year. So the camp is Fiddle Heart. For you guys that are, anybody that's listening that's in Pennsylvania, near Doylestown or Stockton. Actually, this is in New Jersey, but it's right over the bridge. It's only 25 minutes away. So it's in Stockton, New Jersey. And the camp is called Fiddle Heart Camp for Witchcraft and Wizardry. Basically, it's based on Harry Potter. It's so much fun, and the people are very, very fun. This music makes me dance. Yeah. Smoking barbecue ribs. Nice. I was gonna ask what kind of delicious food. Yeah, it's a really good time. Today is actually the last day. So from 1 to 3 o'clock they're having the parents, caretakers, go and meet all the professors and see the grounds. They do that every time, every session. The last day, people and parents go, so I'll do my motherly duty and go and see her. It's fun. I like the people there. This is too bright. We should put a little more orange. I'm gonna lighten this up a little bit because actually the veins is what makes it darker. So I guess I'll lighten it up a little bit. And it's actually much redder in the middle than orange. It's very tricky, these colors in this flower. Orange. There's a lot of reds rather than orange. We're going to float down the river. Nice. That is fun. What are you floating in? Tubes. We tie them up with all our friends and drink beer. Aw, that's awesome. To not have kids and to still have friends must be the life. No, we have friends. We just don't get to see them very often, you know. It's sad. I wish we would see our friends a lot more. Well, we have we got a house, and like every weekend there's some sort of project that our house needs us for. It's like fixing this and fixing that. So, and then when we don't work on our house, then the parents need us. Jamie knows what I'm talking about. Alright, we've got one more hour. I think I'm gonna start on the little details. No, I still need to work on the bones. I see kids go on the river loads too, but yeah, it could be overwhelming. A spring break in the summer. Chattahoochee? Shooting the hooch. That's funny. Funny stuff. Must be nice. Okay, I've got a little bit of shadow over here. Let's put that little shadow under here. A yellow. All right. And then let's add some more of this yellow. Currently working on a baby blank for my... What's a baby blank? Blanket? You're knitting, right? Are you knitting? I used a crochet blanket. I was swimming at the river last year in the evening, and there was a huge group of people all partying at the beach. In the river? At the beach? Okay, let's make some patterns. I really like these little veins. So let me just grab a teeny tiny bit of orange, grabbing from this alizarin crimson Clara, which is a major component of our painting here. And I have this beautiful paintbrush, which is my favorite, I think just my favorite paintbrush of all paintbrushes. I love the liner brush because I can make such little details, and if you know, I'm a sucker for little details, and I can make tiny little ones. Okay, let's make another little vein here. Oh, does that mean that I have to buy these brushes for everyone? Maybe I do. Oh no, camera is focused on the background? What? Camera? What are you doing? Focus on my hand, camera? Okay. Hope that's better. Is that better, Sam? Thank you very much. My husband just informed me that the camera is focused on the background and not on the painting. What a shame. Thank you. I hope this is better. I can crochet too. Oh well, I never felt... Well, my mom used to knit, yes. But I don't know, I just picked up crochet and I never looked back. Because, first of all, I'm a fan of minimalism and easy stuff, so you can just use a hook for a crochet. For a knitting thing, to knit, you need 2 needles. And you need to have all your yarn, you know, all of your work strung on the hook, on the knitting needle or on that string. And I just thought it's a bit cumbersome, so that's why I prefer to crochet, but I haven't crocheted in a very long time. You bought a ton of yarn. Oh, you need to find it, yeah. I've got a whole bin, like a full bin of crochet stuff in the attic. When I put stuff away, I really put it away. I mean, I do believe that everybody can do anything, but nobody can do everything, you know? You just have to choose what what you do. There's only so much time and energy a person has in a day. I wish I could do a lot more things than I do. But I've grown okay with just doing what I can do and not worry about the things that I can't. You know? The things that I can do, I'm trying to do good. And yes, Clara, I do have those thoughts about things that I could do better, especially when I finish the mural. When I finish a mural, very often I have the feeling like, oh, I should have done. I immediately see flaws in it. That's the problem. As soon as I finish a mural, I immediately see, oh, I didn't fix that, or I could have done that better. But as time passes and I look at my past murals, I'm like, oh, that's not too bad. Or, you know, considering for my level back then. So I can let that go, but right away I'm rarely satisfied with a mural. I'm kind of happy with what I did now. I definitely think that it could have been better, but I don't feel bad about it. I have felt bad in the past, but not anymore. Add a little bit of orange to that to make some subtler lines. Because I see here these are a little less pronounced. Still a bit bold. Just making those veins. I'm gonna put a little bit of shadow underneath these creases here. I hope they come through as creases and light that shines on the leaf. Yeah, kind of. The reason why I chose this flower is because the last painting that I did for the course, the value was this. I basically chose it like the night before. I'm so freaking happy with how this came out, and I only had one student attending the last one. I think people kind of forgot. But she did really well. She did really well on this one, and this came out really good, especially because it was like a 2.5 hour, I think. We only spent 2.5 hours on that. But people did really good for value. So I thought I'll just do another lily for this other lady. And the colors definitely add a layer of complexity. Okay, I have the edge of this leaf, which is a little bit darker. The very edge. And then I have some texture in there. accentuating some of these creases here. We're down at the details, which is nice. When you get to the details, it's much more relaxing for me. I much prefer the details to the fundamentals. Very shallow of me, I know. I am a little shallow. But I still struggle. I still try. Still try. Next, Fearless Fabrications Challenge. Rearranging things that I don't even know what looks good anymore. Thank you so much, Jamie. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. It's getting there. Yeah. What to do when you hit a stage beyond walking away and coming back? What do you mean? Like, you're kind of bored? You're bored with your art, or... Thank you, Clara. I think these colors go well. I think they're okay. What do you mean? You're kind of... not feeling motivated, or are you talking about a particular piece of art? Or just in general, like your art style? When you're deciding what looks good in a design, the stage. Well, when I'm trying to do design, you can't go wrong with the rule, either the rule of 3 or like a variation of the rule of 3, or like the Fibonacci, you know, rearranging it, making decisions. Well, now you have your iPad, you can rearrange things in there and see, you know, maybe... Are you talking about a particular piece, the way you're trying to do it, and you don't know how to make it look good? Or where to put the stuff? Have you asked anyone to see what they think? You know, maybe somebody can see it with a different eye, a fresher eye, and they can tell you what you can change if you're talking about a particular piece. Yeah, a post or thumbnail design. I'm not very good at that, to be honest. I could learn from that too. I'm not very good digital or graphic design artist. Not very good. But when I'm trying to make, for example, a composition for a painting, I always try to think of the balance of, you know, like 70-30, something like that. 70-30, where you have 30 negative space, then you have 70, you know, busyness, or the other way around if you go for like a simplistic thing. I just did this preliminary sketch for a mural that I have coming up soon. Hopefully you can see it. It's very difficult to see because it's like black on black, but it's basically coral reefs. It's gonna look a lot better in color. And then turtles are the other theme. So here you can see I tried to go for that asymmetrical 70% I would say full of corals. Then I have some negative space here, but then I have the turtles. I'm trying to put everything at or near the intersection lines of the rule of three. You know, if you would if you draw lines through the thirds of the painting, then when those thirds intersections are, you're trying to put your objects of interest in there, so it's asymmetrical, so it's not in the middle. And then it doesn't have to be exact, but just, you know, relatively. For example, I think this hits the spot, and then, you know, you can always kind of break laws, but basically make it asymmetrical, make it dynamic. Yeah, share it. People will judge. I mean, come on, Clara. People will always judge. Thank you. 40%, 70% rule of three, basically. It might be, yeah, right, because it's like 30, 30, 30, basically, yeah. So if you put your object of interest in those 4 spots, or which is basically off the side, which gives you 30% and then the other 60%. Wait, 33 and 66. Yeah. You can't share it with people till you post. Well, that's alright. I know you can do it, Clara. You have such a good graphic design experience and eye. I think you'll be okay. I think you're overthinking it a little bit. And, I mean, it's okay. Just don't kill yourself over it. And yes, I often feel, I don't know, demotivated to do art. If I didn't have commissions and stuff like that, I don't know if I would be so consistent. I don't know, maybe I would be even more, because I would have the time to do it. In a way, you see, like sketching, I don't like sketching and drawing. I don't like making decisions and being so methodical, you know. That is just like a back under drawing for the painting. I just can't wait to get to the painting stage. Drawing is very messy for me. The process for composition. Yeah, that's my rule when I make everything. When I make any composition for a painting, I always kind of draw, for example, I draw the shape of what I want to be empty and what I want to be full, and it's either like a dynamic curve, or if it's like horizon, I will put the horizon either above the halfway mark or lower the halfway mark. Either way, just avoid symmetry, avoid half and half, avoid putting your thing in the middle, unless it's like that's what you're going for. Well, that's my suggestion. Well, I hope they help. My pleasure. Because, you know, as I struggled with composition, and when you make a mural, you really gotta think about making it feel kind of immersive and yeah, I mean, I read a little bit. I'm not a master or by any means, but that's what I found with my own work. A lot of my pieces, I basically, if you have a rectangle, which what most canvases are, I would draw the Fibonacci spiral, and then it's like good bones to start with, and then I'll draw everything around that, for example, to help me. Because I have indecision problems, like major indecision, and I need the crutches, I need the rules to learn. So those have always been helpful, to just start with a foundation, and then everything kind of falls into place as you go. If you don't know exactly where you're going, which is how my art generally goes, I'm more of a intuitive painter or artist, since I generally don't follow a specific art that I'm like a specific drawing or art that I'm doing. I don't do so much like portrait work like Louis does. For example, this is something that I'm trying to copy, but in general I make my own composition and stuff. You're going? Thank you, Clara. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. And have fun. Have fun with your fearless fabrications. Have a good weekend, and have fun on tubing. Going tubing, that's fun. I'll probably be here for another half an hour. Smoked meats. Always a good time. This is too pink and too little orange. Let's see if I can fix that a little bit. Drawing the details, the veins. Bit of shadow underneath these highlights. Oh, I'm slouching. Can't be slouching. Don't want to be. be no Gordon Rimmer. Alrighty. Let's work on those little foldy folds in the back that are a little yellower, a little darker. Oh, this yellow is drying so fast. Hey, Queldar, hello. You're finally here. Aw, the notification didn't work. That darn notification. It sucks because I won't be here for much longer. Sadly. I gotta go soon. Aw, that's very sweet of you. Well, in your defense, I didn't really well, I did notify on Discord. But I did go live a little earlier today because I have to leave soon to pick up my daughter from camp. How have you been doing? Yeah, Clara just left. That's why it's so quiet. We've been talking, but Clara left and left us in the quiet. Scary quiet of our minds. How have you been doing? Painting your house this week and clearing out the garden. So busy. So hardworking. Painting it on the outside or the inside of your rooms. Took off 2 weeks to get it done. Nice. Very nice. Sometimes it's good to take a staycation to just work on your house, right? We're all about inside. The whole living room and kitchen was redone. Nice. Did you do that addition? Is it for that addition that you were working on? We redid our kitchen too. Oh, it looks so good. I gotta do some art vlogs, some those posh art vlogs, you know, when I make some coffee or some tea and then I sit down and then everything is ASMR and so fancy. Now I can, because I have an awesome kick-ass kitchen. It's been a long time coming, my friends. Oh my god. A long time coming. But it was worth it. It was worth it. Stripped out the old kitchen, knocked out a wall. Wow. We knocked out a wall too. That's... What? Didn't see what comment. Mural of the Jungle. No, it's at a client's house. She's got a big stairway going up and then a little platform. You know, you turn around and then you go up another stairway. And so she basically said that she never goes up those stairs. It's a huge house. She said she never goes up those stairs, but she's got alternate stairs. Because she hates it because it's so dark and drab, and so she wanted something fun. So I'm like, I think the best idea would be to just paint everything. The ceiling, the walls, everything. And she's like, okay, you do what you do. So I did. It was a fun project. I'll go back. I think she wants just the rest of a certain wall to just kind of tie it in with the other side of the hallway. So, and then she said, I know. I did enjoy it. Yes, I did enjoy it. She has a 3-year-old daughter. So funny. She kept me company for the past few days. For the last couple of days, she was there, you know, painting with me and trying to not destroy everything that I did. But she was very sweet. She was very sweet. She listened. She didn't ruin anything. But you know how it is with kids. If you do, you know, I don't know how other people feel about kids, but kids freak me out. Little kids especially, because they're so unpredictable. You never know what they're gonna do. So anyway, but I'm getting ready for a different mural, Eddie. I'm getting ready for an underwater an underwater scene with coral and turtles. If you see it here behind me, you can kind of see it. I've got turtles and coral in there, so I'll do a proper painting of that next week. And yes, they are overgrown kids for sure. Okay, let me just grab some green. Got some green. I'm gonna do the background now real quick. I've got some phthalo green, and I just want to make a makeshift leaf here. Some phthalo green, getting some white, some black, because it is in the shadow. So are you enjoying doing your kitchen, Eddie? It's so good to redo part of your home. It feels incredibly rewarding, especially if you have a job that is not as rewarding. It feels really good. It's something that you actually enjoy, and you can see the benefits every day. It's like it is like art. It's your creation. It feels good. You're stressing over the colors. What colors? Color should be easy. I want a terracotta. I love terracotta color. Want to give it some texture? Well, you could either take some sort of texturing clay. I think any home improvement store should have it, and just take a spackle or spackle, which I think is what I'll do for my kitchen wall. You know, the one with the dandelion that I never ended up finishing. I'm still working on that because I haven't had the time to work on it with all these commissions. Not that I'm not complaining at all. I'm just saying that it's been difficult and I'm still working on that, sadly. But I do want to give the rest of my kitchen that kind of texture, so I think I'm just gonna grab some more spackle, and with one of those knives I just make some texture and then paint over it. Well, you should prime it and then paint over it, and that'll give it some texture. Or you can get some proper clay for texturing and then also use some sort of spackle. Or you can put some sand in your paint and that'll give it some texture. You can go dab 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 dab, and that'll make spikes. That's really cool. Oh, the color texture. Oh, yeah, you can do that. So what you would do is you grab your terracotta color, and then you add some of that color with a little bit of white. You grab that color with a little bit of black, and then you kind of dry brush. You can either dry brush or you can either sponge it, you know, and that'll be fun. That'll be cool. Of course you're afraid. We're always afraid of screwing it up. So what are you gonna do if you screw it up? You can always just paint over it. That's the beauty of mural painting. I think people don't realize it, that you can just paint over it. Especially if it's your own house and you make the rules. It's just paint. It's not gonna destroy anything. I'll never invite anybody. Come on, Eddie. Textures and stuff like that, like washes, are literally the easiest thing to do. What I like to do to give the walls a bit more... actually, I'll do it here. I'll do it here for the background, because in my picture in sort of circles. Yeah. Did you watch any videos? Because you're like the video guy. You're the guy who always gives us videos to watch and tutorials, you know. Have you watched any? So you say terracotta. I love that color. In fact, my kitchen will have a terracotta sort of feel, but I'm going with copper, so it'll be metallic. And actually what I did on the floor, I got this metal effects. Let me show you real quick. Got this metal effect. See the color beneath. Hang on, I'll show you, because this is really fun. Can't find anything, something. I'm like, maybe it just fell. I don't know where the other thing is, but anyway, this is a sort of reddish color. This is the primer, and then this is the paint. It's oxidizing copper paint, and then there's this liquid. There's this oxidizing agent. It's kind of like a blue, transparent blue liquid. And I sprayed it over the paint while it was still wet, and it literally oxidizes the copper paint, and it creates a verdigris splatters and effects. And I did try it on my floor because I want that on my walls in the kitchen, but the floor was also terrible, so I thought I'll just do it on the floor too. And I did it on the floor, and I'm not 100% happy with how it came out, but I'm gonna go back and do it a little bit more intentionally. Maybe I'll actually show you when I'm done here in just a few minutes. 12:15. It does sound cool. I will make a video of that. About what? About the copper, oxidizing copper. I did take videos, so I will make it one in my copious spare time. Man, it's been really difficult. But anyway, this picture, when I look at it, all I see is black. But if I look at the thumbnail, I can literally see more colors than just black. So I'm gonna make a sort of not textured, but a little more varied colors for this, so it's not just pure black. I could of course use a different brush, but this is okay. So what I'm basically doing is just working wet on wet, so it's kind of blend a little more smoothly. But I'm just putting a little bit of one color, then just taking the other color, putting it next to it, and then just really softly blending. Then just putting the other color wherever. Spreading it out as much as I can, then just going back in the black. I'm probably gonna use a different color for the background as well. Some orange. Just kind of really softly blending them together. Let's add a little bit of orange right in Oh, I had another leaf for over there. It's alright. It's okay. Adding more black. I did watch that video that you posted on Discord about how to make more effortless videos. And truth be told, I was multitasking while listening to the video, but it was going by so fast and I just couldn't focus. And all of the options that he was saying there, I just didn't feel like they would help me much. They just seemed so foreign to me. I couldn't even know what I would do with that information. I think, like I said, there's a little bit of... At one point it gets really difficult to learn new things. It's so sad to say. I'm gonna switch over to a bigger brush. I feel like this is a little bit of a waste of time. Getting some dark. I find it difficult watching art videos. I think, I don't know, I just find it really difficult watching art videos. I do watch videos, I'm like on YouTube all day long. But, not for art. There, a little bit of a different color in there. It's not just black. I do have here a mixture of Liquitex black and golden black because I had some leftover golden. Otherwise I would have just gone for the Liquitex because I don't care if this dries faster. Gotta be out of the house by 12:35. Louis found it helpful. Today you went down a music rabbit hole. Yeah? What music? I'm interested to learn what music you like. Here's an artist that I just found out about very recently, and it's totally not like my regular style, but man, I really enjoy it. So there's this artist named Sturgill Simpson, and generally he's like this country artist, but he has this amazing album called Sound of Fury or Sound and Fury, I'm not really sure. Man, it's such a cool like rock, like avant-garde rock with electronic elements, and just super cool. Such a good sound. Awesome music to listen to when you drive, because it's got a lot of energy, but you don't want to stop. You don't want to stop. It's good music to listen to when going very fast. Such good music. Goat. Polyphia. I should. All these covers are their son. Sturgill Simpson, yeah. Do you know Sturgill Simpson? His album Sound and Fury, or Sound of Fury, I don't know. I don't like his other country songs there, because I'm not a country listener at all. I'll go, Jamie. I need to fill that white hole, otherwise it's gonna drive me crazy. Sound and Fury, yeah. Actually, he's got a little movie that goes with it. It's like an hour-long movie, and it's all animated. The animation is really cool, and all the songs are like one after the other. The songs, just the beat and the way the energy they carry in it is really cool. My favorite song is Sing Along. That's my favorite. So if you want to start with one, start with that one. But then listen to the rest of the album in order. There's another one that's really good. It's called Make Art Not Friends. It's also very good. And it's got a great message. Make art not friends. Alright, I've got a little time. No worries. I will need to work on the leaves. I know they don't look very good, but it's alright. Filling in black spaces in blank spaces and black spaces. It's my favorite part. It's kind of like taking the tape off of a finished mural. You know, that's what I've noticed. I wish that Lewis was here. I'll try to catch his next streams. But I've noticed that YouTube's algorithm for shorts has changed, at least for me. Very, very difficult. Shorts have not blown up like usual for me. I've posted like at least 4 shorts over my progress of my mural, and neither of them blew up. Very, very sad. At least the one with taking the tape down, I thought it would get like at least 1,000, and it really didn't. And then I posted it on Instagram, and it got a lot of views and a lot more likes than on Facebook. So on YouTube. So I don't know what's up with that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm really glad you managed to catch it, Queldar. And thank you, Jamie, for hanging out. And you're not into shorts? Hang on, let me show you guys. I wonder if Lewis is sick. He threw up at the end of his last video. What? Oh. Hang on, let me show you guys my floor.